PC Casual Gamer Dad here, and today I'm going to be watching a video from MetaGoblin. He is a YouTuber that I've recently discovered when I was looking for content on the Burning Crusade Classic incoming. It seems he's done lots of content on leading up to it, as well as for Classic WoW. So I encourage you to take a look at his channel. If you do, I'm going to leave a link to this video in the description of the stream once it's over. But yeah, let's take a look. Well, let's start by leaving a like, because I like to leave likes on subscribers. It's a simple little thing. It takes a second, and it helps them. So let's see what his plan is. He's a little unorthodox, and that's kind of what I like about him. This down just a bit. Oh, he's playing
Alright guys,
Mage
and
too.
welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my plans for the Burning Crusade launch. I'm not going to be doing what everyone else is doing. I think my plan is a little bit unusual, not totally crazy or really backworldish or anything like that. It's probably just very different to what most people are doing, because obviously most people are probably going to go and do dungeons, farm loads and loads of dungeons, which is very
I'm definitely
efficient.
not going to be doing that.
Fralmar rep and everything like that, but because I'm playing a Shadow Priest, I don't really need to do that, because I only really need to farm Exalted with Lower City for my Gavel, obviously, which is the epic mace, which provides a lot of spell power. Plus, the unfortunate side effect of playing too much Burning Crusade private servers is I am pretty sick of doing all those dungeons by now. I just don't want to spend the first 30 hours of playing TBC just killing fell orcs and Naga. Okay, I don't
sounds boring as hell.
Out and ruin the experience myself. So this is why this time round I'm doing something just a little bit different. I'll explain the mindset of, or the philosophy of my launch plan, because the way I think about it is, if I'm going to sit at a computer, let's be honest, I'm going to go sweaty, I'm going to play the launch, and probably do a 30-hour long live stream. While I'm doing this 30-hour long live stream, provided I can actually get into the server and continue to play the server without getting server kicked or anything like that, then I may as well make the most out of it. If I'm going to be sitting playing the game for 30 hours, rather than just farming experience, why not farm gold at the same time and farm as much gold as humanly possible? Even though I'm probably going to level a little bit slower by prioritizing leveling gold and fixing up my professions, get my professions leveled up so I can make more gold with my professions, I think in the long run it will probably save more time, because I'm going to do those things at level 70 anyway. And if I don't need to do those things at level 70, I can just chill, do some dungeons, get my pre-rare best in slot, and get ready for Karazhan. By the way, if you watch this video and you're kind of getting behind the philosophy and mindset I have for my launch plan, then definitely DM me on Discord, because I would rather do this with a buddy, and I would rather than be a warlock. I think that is the best in slot option to go in par with a Shadow Priest for this strategy.
I think he plays in a EU server, so
quite boring, because I will have to go out into the open world and grind as many things as I possibly can, and obviously there are a number of risks to that. But I still think a little bit of boredom now is better than having to just do it later anyway. And while I'm doing this boring gold farming, I'll be simultaneously gaining experience. So it really kills two birds with one stone. So obviously I have some options of where I can go in the open world to farm gold. I think the first thing you're probably thinking is go and farm primals. Now, I think a lot of people will probably have the same idea with this one, but I'm hoping that, first of all, well, not many people will, and then obviously with the combination of layering and dynamic respawning, I still think it will be worthwhile farming the elementals that you can farm without going to the elemental plateau for obviously modes.
I mean, he's talking about stuff that I don't even know
obviously,
much
dynamic
about, obviously.
respawn might actually play to my advantage, because it may get to a point where all the elementals are essentially instantly respawning. And if I can get a certain spawn location that is encountered by anyone else, and they can be fast with tags, then I can, just crack on with it. But if primals are totally contested by some kind of primal farming mafia, which, let's be honest, is probably going to happen at some point in TBC, then I do have other options. There's basically an abundance of humanoid and undead enemies in the open world in Outland, and I can basically just grind those enemies to get Netherweave Cloth, which is obviously going to sell for a lot of money early on in the expansion. Plus, I need it anyway to level up my tailoring to the point where I can get my Spell Cloth cooldown ability learned, and hopefully the specialization too, though that might be difficult to actually do. I think there is a way to cheese it, because you can obviously use the item, the quest item, in the middle of Area 52, and as long as you tag the mob and do enough damage to it and the guards kill it, you still get the credit for killing that mob. So maybe I can get my spellcloth cooldown basically linked into my tailoring skill early, which will obviously be great, because then I can put the spellcloth cooldown on cooldown earlier than everyone else. If I can put everything on cooldown, maybe even
These guys have a lot of life, but
and the other one,
I see he's
Mooncloth,
cheesing
all
it
on
slowly, just
cooldown
kiting
day
them.
1, then in 3.5 days after that, then I can get it again. So by the time everyone's got 1 or 2 cloths, I can have more. Obviously there will be people who will have the cooldown rolling on multiple characters, but I'm only going to probably have 2 to 3 characters with those cloth cooldowns going. What I'm hoping to do is farm enough gold on the launch that I don't actually have to farm gold, well, when I'm level 70 for a very long time, and I can just chill. Obviously every single little bit of resource that you can farm in the open world is going to be worth much more in the first couple of weeks of a launch, so basically I'm just trying to capitalise on that. Because of the levelling strat I'm doing, I will actually be able to get to level 62 before I jump into Outland.
There must be some add-ons or something he's using. This looks different.
So I'll be able to instantly jump to Taroko Forest, basically within a couple of hours of the launch, and I imagine most people are going to either be in dungeons or trying to somehow level in the Hellfire Peninsula or Zangarmarsh. Meanwhile, I can just jump to Taroko Forest, go and find some humanoids to farm. I already have some in mind. I'm not really going to reveal all the locations I have in mind, because I don't want other people to use those on my server too, but I can probably crack on, and hopefully the area will be pretty empty. I know that's pretty optimistic, but I've played the Warlords of Draenor launch, and I did something similar when that launched. I tried to get to Nagrand early, and I did, and I barely saw anyone in Nagrand, okay? And I think that was because people were getting so bottlenecked in the earlier zones to the point where the zones were just lagging that they couldn't even get to the new zones. Hopefully I'll get lucky with something like that, because the World of Draenor launch was interesting because everyone got stuck in a garrison and nobody could even move around. It was very strange. People couldn't even fly around, right, without crashing their game. So maybe something like that will happen in the TBC launch too. Meanwhile, I'm chilling in Taroko Forest, just having a whale of a time farming some random mobs. Meanwhile, everyone is stuck in Hellfire Peninsula. Obviously, I've also got to get through Hellfire Peninsula by some method, which will obviously cause complications.
I wonder if he's got a video on add-ons.
Because, I mean, this is the rough plan I have, but it could go all up the wall.
I don't know the first thing about add-ons for classic.
This could all totally mess up. I think any launch plan could just totally mess up due to server crashes, getting kicked from the server and then put at the back of the queue, and loads of various other things like, Outland being virtually unplayable apart from doing dungeons, which is why you always obviously need a backup plan. My backup plan is to just basically do the boring thing and do dungeons. I think at level 62 I can just jump into the Coilfang Reservoir dungeon straight away and hopefully move over to
I hope my group doesn't want to do that. I don't really
want
to just
farm that rep,
grind through dungeons.
Obviously for the gavel. And the great thing about doing lower city dungeons is, well, when you're doing Sephek Halls, normal mode, you're not limited by how much rep you can obtain. It doesn't go up to Honoured and then stop. AC is the only one that does that. You go up to Friendly and then it stops. But then, with Sephek Halls, I can just farm that forever and get exalted by the time I'm hopefully level 70. Then apart from that, obviously I'm going to do the Karazhan achievement at level 68 as early as possible. It's best to do it early because loads of people will also be doing the same thing. Loads of different groups will be going for the various dungeons that you have to do for the Karazhan achievement, so it's definitely the best play to do Karazhan achievement at level 68.
I gotta learn about
the
that too.
Achievements is, let's be honest, a lot of people,
really
because they watch videos like this, have the same idea, so it might actually be very difficult to do the first few quests of the Karazhan achievement. I'm hoping that Blizzard do layer the Deadwind Pass zone as, very effectively, and, again with dynamic respawns and everything like that, to allow people to actually get through the first couple of quests for the Karazhan achievement, which leads them into instance content. But anyway guys, I'm going to end the video there. I've definitely talked long enough. My name is MetaGoblin. To the next video.
Did you open a window?
Hi.
Who are you?
Ciao.
Okay. yeah, that was interesting. You know, I think it's important to keep some of these things in mind. I know gold is pretty important, and I'm gonna have none. So, help us with that. Checking out this TBC leveling add-on made by pro power levelers. Okay. Well, there we go. Isn't that what I was? Isn't that what I was asking for? A WoW speed leveling guide. Well, okay. I don't mind learning about this. I'm not gonna be like in a huge rush because it's my first time playing TBC, and I'm gonna want to kind of soak in that experience. You know, I don't know if I'm probably not gonna play more than one character. So, Rested XP. Creative Hollow is a massive collaboration. It's free to download and include our 1 to 30 leveling guide to try out. Fastest spec leveling guides. Download. Oh, it's something you have to pay for, I guess. Yeah, probably gonna refrain from that. You know, I mean, I just got to know this guy. If I was, you know, a big supporter, then I'd say, okay, sure, then yeah. Let's take a quick look. I know I've watched several of his recent videos. I don't need to prepare for pre-patch because I'm boosting. Really, okay, I watched that. Okay, top 10 add-on. This is the one I didn't watch. I'm going to take a look at that.
Steve and Dave use eToro to trade cryptocurrencies. Steve does extensive...
Yeah. Okay, this is 15 minutes. Leave a like. 10 add-ons.
Alright guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be counting down the top 10 most useful add-ons that you can install to prepare for TBC Classic. Got quite a variation of different add-ons on this list. Quite a few of them you probably haven't heard of before. Some of them are going to help you with leveling, some of them are going to help you with your achievements, some of them will help you understand your character a little bit better, and then obviously many of them massively increase your convenience of playing the game on a day-to-day basis. In fact, some of these add-ons are so convenient that they just make the game much more fun to actually play.
Okay,
Now, try to
good.
avoid many of the big add-ons because I imagine most of you probably have them, you know, installed. Stuff like Questy, Elatrix Plus, Elatrix Maps, Titan Panel, Deadly Boss Modes. I don't need to talk about those kind of add-ons. These add-ons will be very rare, absolute, cheeky little gems of an add-on. But I will finish the video with some tips and tricks when it comes to those add-ons, like for instance, why is my Titan Panel totally transparent? How do you use Elatrix Plus to get your quest log this big, and game volume on the character bar here, you know, stuff like that. And I will also tell you a little bit about my UI. Obviously the health bar is very different on my UI and everything just looks totally different. Now my next add-on is called Rep by Zone. I've jumped over to my row because you can see the reputation bar a little bigger. Now what does the add-on do? What it does is it essentially automatically changes the reputation that you're tracking on your experience bar depending on what zone you're in, depending on what, you know, questing zone you go into, on what dungeon you go into. Whenever I've played on TBC servers, I've always found it a little bit of a faff to constantly be changing what reputation I'm tracking, because you're going to be jumping in and out of many different dungeons during TBC. There's so many different reputations that you have to grind in dungeons and also out in the open world. So the second you jump into a new zone, second you jump into a dungeon, it's automatically going to do that for you. You can actually see the reputation bar changing in the background while I'm talking right now. So it changed from Beauty Bay reputation to Bloodsail Buccaneer reputation. That's a bit of a tongue twister, sorry, because I was near a Bloodsail Buccaneer area where you can kill those enemies, and now it's gone back to Booty Bay. Now the next add-on I have for you is actually a plugin for Handy Notes. Handy Notes was originally invented in Warlords of Draenor to track treasure locations on the map. You can still use it for that, but I mainly use it with the plugin called Handy Notes NPCs, and it will track particular NPCs on the map. So for instance, right now in Lakeshire, I can see one of the things that is very irritating to find sometimes for a rogue is the poison supply. I can see the poison supplier is there on the map. I can see where the repair vendors are, and I can even see where a cooking trainer is and a herbalism trainer. I never knew there was a herbalism trainer there. But and this is the main reason why this add-on is so useful, because if I had not known that, and say for instance I'm grinding in Lakeshire, right, or we'll say like High Peninsula or something, and imagine I'm capped out on my herbalism skill and I need to go and get the next level of skill up, then I would probably by default go to Stormwind, right? Go all the way to Stormwind and get it from there. But what I didn't know is you can just get a herbalism trainer in Lakeshire. Next we have the add-on called Classic Codec. So first of all, it's very similar to Questy, but I've always preferred it over Questy for one very simple reason. It shows more precise spawn locations for every mob. So for instance, I've got
what was the name of this NPC one?
Reputation to Bloodsail Buccaneer reputation. That's a bit of a tongue twister, sorry, because I was near a Bloodsail Buccaneer area where you can kill those enemies, and it's originally invented in Warlords of Draenor to track treasure locations on the map. You can still use it for that, but I mainly use it with the plugin called Handy Notes NPCs, and it will track particular NPCs on the map. So for instance, right now in Lakeshire, I can see one of the things that is very irritating to find sometimes for a rogue is the poison supply. I can see the poison supplier is there on the map. I can see where the repair vendors
NPCs.
are, and I can even see where a cooking trainer is and a herbalism trainer. I never knew there was a herbalism trainer there. And this is the main reason why this add-on is so useful, because if I had not known that, I'd be in Lakeshire. Next we have the add-on called Classic Codec. So first of all, it's very similar to Questy, but I've always preferred it over Questy for one very simple reason. It shows Codec. So first of all, it's very similar to Questy, but I've always preferred it over Questy for one very simple reason. It shows more precise spawn locations for every mob. So for instance, I've got a quest here to kill some demons, and I can see every single precise location, and it will appear on the minimap where I'm close to it. Basically very similar to Gatherer. It will also show you where you can obtain quests, like here. Those are the world buff quests, but it will show you normal quests too, and obviously where you can turn in quests, like here. I've got 2 quests to turn in here. There's a few quests that I can get in Feathermoon Stronghold, for example. So you will see that all the way through Outland, because I know this add-on is getting updated. Well, it already has been updated for the TBC beta, and it may be called something else. I think it's called Classic Codex Lite or Codex Lite, something like that. Obviously all the links will be in the description.
I'm getting these right now.
Now the next add-on is also a plugin add-on similar to the last add-on. It's called Atlas Quest. Now inevitably when you're leveling through Outland, you are going to feel the itch to go and do a dungeon. Obviously the most efficient way to do a dungeon is to get all the quests for that dungeon, so you can get loads and loads of XP. Luckily Atlas Quest has got your back. So you open Atlas normally like this, you get the normal window, but then on the left you get an extra box for all the quests. Let me show you a good example. You've got Dead Mines here, and I can see all the quests here. It opens a new window here, and I can see precisely what level I need, where I need to attain it, and there's actually, you've got coordinates there. So if you've got an add-on which can track coordinates, that'll be even more useful. I think TomTom does that. And obviously it will also show the rewards that you need to get. And as you can see here for this Scholarman's quest, it will tell me what the pre-quest is, and then when I acquire these quests, what you can do with the Leatrix map feature is have wowhead links on the top of quests. So I've got loads of quests here. All you have to do is control copy,
so I have
and then bring up wowhead and paste that in, and then I can go and research any quest that's in my quest log. Next add-on is a very quick one. It's called Auto Carrot. So obviously the trinket carrot on a stick increases your mounted speed by 3%, and then there's also items like the glove enchant that you can get, and the mithril spurs. Don't have the mithril spurs at the moment because I must have accidentally vended it, which I'm a bit miffed about. But anyway, and obviously it's a bit of a faff just having to click that, and then click whatever boots you have enchanted with mithril spurs whenever you are mounted up. But luckily the add-on Auto Carrot, if I mount up now, watch what happens to the carrot on a stick. Automatically gets equipped. The gloves get equipped as well. I think there's, I've got the same, no, that's Bloodfang. Anyway, and there you go, Bob's your uncle. Now have an extra 12% mounted speed, which is only just a little bit under the Crusader aura. Honestly, in the long run, when you're running around Outland doing quests, you will definitely notice the difference of the increased speed when you enable this add-on. Next, we have the add-on just very simply called Attune, which totally tracks your attunement progress and basically tells you how to actually go out and do these achievements. For instance, we've got the Anixia achievement here. It's telling me exactly what quests I need to do and all of the objectives, and it's tracking it all for me. Obviously, this is all done ages ago. But as you can see here, it already has TBC integration. We've got the achievement. Well, this is not an achievement. This is actually to get the quest and basically for the key to get Shattering Holes. You don't actually need to get attuned to Shattering Holes. But then we've got stuff like Black Temple achievement, so all the objectives you have to do for the Black Temple achievement. I imagine the Tempest Keep one's here as well, which is another big long one, and the Karazhan achievement. Everything's all here, so you can track your progress, and the best thing is that it does actually have a Discord integration somehow. Like you can basically export all the data to a Discord app, and then when you have it on
just real quick, it seems the auto carrot. So he made this April 30th, but it seems the auto carrot is no longer available because I clicked on the link. So watch, I'll show you. This project is abandoned and its default file will likely not work. In classic running auto carrot. Okay, yeah, so I'm not sure that one works.
Discord, you can track everyone's progress. So guys, what would we all agree is the most irritating thing in World of Warcraft? I think if we're all going to be honest, it's bloody typing in Discord links. Luckily, I've got an add-on that's totally got your back. So here's a random guild called True Faith who are hosting an AQ40 pug today at 8 o'clock server time. And they have a Discord here where I'm obviously going to have to do some kind of sign-up sheet or something. And rather than typing in this code here, which would be very irritating, sorry, I didn't have my mouse cursor on. So instead of typing in this code, I can just click and then Control C, and then let's go to Discord. Let's join. I might even do this pug. It's an AQ40 pug. I could probably do this tonight, possibly. Add a server, join a server, paste, bosh, done. How easy was that? Now I can sign up for this AQ40 pug. And it will also work with other links. I got my boy Geckos typing in an Icy Veins link for me. If I just click this, again, Control C, obviously paste this into my browser, bosh, done. And there you go, Icy Veins. And this will work for absolutely any link. Now the next add-on is called By the Way Quests. Can't show this yet in the Classic WoW because it is being ported over currently to TBC. It's a very simple add-on that will totally track your quest progress, like your quest chain progress. So if you have like, you know, again, like a completionist mindset, or you simply just want to track what quest line you're on and when it's going to complete, and obviously track the rewards and everything like that, then By the Way Quest will just track all of your quest progress. It's going to be a great way for you to farm gold actually when TBC drops, because like if you do all the quests in all the zones, you will get a truckload of gold, which will keep you good for a few raid nights. Next we have an add-on called Nova Instance Tracker, which I definitely think is going to be very useful for TBC, because let's be honest, a lot of people are going to be grinding the absolute daylights out of dungeons. Now it will actually track dungeons all the way back from, for some reason, the 16th of April, and obviously it rather embarrassingly reveals that I've done a lot of Zul'Gurub boosts. But obviously you mainly want this to track how many instances you've done in the past hour, so if you don't hit that instance cap, it will actually be increasing in TBC2 apparently, and it'll also track how many you've done in 24 hours, because there's also a 24-hour cap. Now, while I've been going through this video, you're probably thinking, how the hell did I get my character menu to actually look like that? Well, it's very simple. You download the add-on called DJ Classic Stats. I've basically used this add-on to totally replace Character Stats Classic or whatever it's called, because it has everything in one menu that you can just drag down, and it has some nice background art which you really cannot complain at. So I don't have to, you know, click a little Dropbox menu to go from melee to defensive, anything like that. I've got all of my primary stats here, durability, movement speed even, and all the stats that I need for my melee enhancements, my spell enhancements, and all of my defensive stuff too. I would recommend to disable a few features on this one though, because as you can see, by default it comes with all this stuff, and I find like it's not too bad, but I just don't really see the need to have all this information, and I feel it's a bit cluttery and I don't really like it that much, so I have it all disabled, partly because I already have my durability tracked here, and I'm pretty sure I have an add-on tracking my durability somewhere, so I could track my durability there. Don't really need it on this menu, you know, so I can just get Titan Panel to do that for me. And if you're wondering what add-on is basically displaying alternative equipment options, when I hover over here, it's called item rack, so there's a bonus one there for you, but I imagine a lot of people already have this one. Which leads me on to the last part of this video, where I'm going to talk about some general tips about setting up your UI, and obviously the UI that I use. So first of all, obviously you've got Titan panel up here. My recommendation is to make it totally transparent to make it look much better. So what you do is you right click the bar, you go to configuration, and then you go to transparency, and then as you can see, this is what Titan panel normally looks like, and I don't like it. It just kind of makes the screen look just clunky. So yeah, I just totally turn it down. And you can actually, you don't have to have Titan panel at the top here. The only reason why I have Titan panel at the top is because I switched to Guild Wars 2 UI. It's actually much better, honestly, to have it at the bottom. You can have it at the bottom here and have the same thing set up with the zero transparency. Now I quickly want to show you some cool stuff in Leatrix Plus. So first of all, you can totally automate gossip and quest options, although I wouldn't enable this. Sometimes this can cause issues with certain quests. I would not enable automate gossip. You can also auto accept summon, repair automatically, stuff like that. You can block party invites temporarily, friend requests, anything like that, group invites. My favourite option in this window for the chat menu is to use class colours. So as you can see, my name is here. I'm priest, so this is white. If I go to the trade chat, you know, I can see people who are mages, rogues, warriors, paladins. You know, that's an absolute godsend. You can actually do it with a macro as well. You don't have to have this add-on enabled. You can increase the chat history as well, but it can, you know, make your game a little bit laggy, so I don't do it. And then there's loads of other chat options here that you can try out. Here we can totally hide error message. I'm going to do that because I've totally forgotten that. And then you can change text size and everything like that, on the mail, on the quest, even on books.
Wow, I have a lot of add-ons now.
In this menu you've got some enhancements, so let me show you what those enhancements are. Like, I can toggle whether my character is naked or not, or I can toggle this tabard. I don't actually have a tabard, but yeah, that is the enhanced dress up feature. We've got the enhanced quest log, which makes it wider, which I just personally much prefer. This is the same for professions, just makes the window a little bit wider. I just always prefer it a little bit wider so I can just see things much better. Here you have the volume slider on the character menu, which is pretty cool. You change the volume whenever you want. And honestly guys, there's so many cool things. Like, you can even get cooldowns on your enemy party frames, the wowhead links that I mentioned earlier on the quest log. Now I want to talk a little bit about the UI I have for those people who are interested. The UI I'm using is called Guild Wars 2 UI. It is extremely customizable, and obviously the main thing I really like about it is your health bar is down here. And you may be thinking there's not enough bars, but like, I've got loads of hidden bars. I've got hidden bars up here. There's another one I can put my abilities on, so I've actually got one bar spare. So don't think that you only get this limited amount of action bars. And if you don't like certain features, like I don't like the chat box, for instance, I just like the default chat box and a few other things that I've disabled, you can just go to Guild Wars 2 UI and disable certain modules. Like, I don't like the character menu that much as well, so I just go with my own kind of character menu. I don't like the inventory one, so I just go with bagged on instead. You can just basically disable the stuff that you do not like. Anyway guys, that is where I'm going to end the video there. My name is MetaGoblin. Until my next video, ciao.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, I've gotten some pretty good add-ons from here, and not just from his video, but I was just looking at others while I was looking at some of those, and I like it. I do. I like what I've picked up. Let's see, I've got Atlas. Here, let me move this over here. I've got Atlas Classic WoW. I've got Atlas Quest fan update, I added that. I got Attune, Bagnon, Click Links, Codex Lite, DBM of course, Deja Classic Stats, Deja Minimap. I saw some of these Dejas I liked. Handy Notes NPCs, Nova Instance Tracker, Pawn, Rep by Zone. I did several Titan panels to monitor professions, reputation, and then TomTom. So that's pretty good. I'm sure I'll figure out some more between now and then, but I'm pretty happy with that right now. So let's take a quick look here. I'm just gonna go take a look at the UI. See how much different it looks. them anyways. Let me see. There must be an add-on that hasn't been updated. Okay, but we'll see if it causes any problems. Wow. What do we got here? It's EXP. Oh, it's reputation. Nice. Okay, I like that. Iron Forge. Location info. Gold. That's copper. Bags. Durability. Okay, that's pretty good. Interface, what did he say on display now? Add-ons. Titan panel. Top bars. Timers. Oh, transparency. Here we go. So you see I can make the bar itself kind of go away, and I like that because I don't really top two. It's fine. Bottom, tooltips. Okay. Dang, there's a lot on that. Okay, press OK. This I'd probably rather want that down here. I actually like that because in Shadowlands it was sometimes annoying to find that, but even though it's right up there, so maybe I'll just put it up here. Although it feels a little redundant, does it not? No, I'll keep it down here, just so that I know. I like what I see so far. It's not like, so I'm usually going to be looking here, right? So it's not, I have to like look up to see it. When it had the bar, it was more noticeable. And I don't really want it to be like super noticeable, so I kind of like what I see. Oh, I like the layout more too. Nice. Looks pretty good. What do we got here? Okay, latency, sure. And then the minimap, we have Atlas. Interesting. Okay, this is instances. Maps. Okay. Atlas Quest. No quests. Instance tracker, median, Codec, slideshow, median, DVI. Okay, yeah. Quest turn in, yes. Size of most pins, size of boss pins. Well, okay, so I'll adjust these as I see them. Quest auto accept. I'm gonna turn those. I'm going to turn that off for the time being, but I can probably re-add those in if I want to. Okay. What do I see? So they disappear after a period. What happens I make another one, I can only hold 2. Oh, I can hold multiple. Okay. Dang, that kills your mana. Okay. Alright. Well, that looks cool. I like that. Let me see. Let me go kill some things, see if I notice anything else.
I'm closer.
Oh, the frostbolt makes a huge difference. Does less damage, but yeah, that's so sick. Oh, it's so funny. It's such a simple thing, right? But just being able to craft something just to refill your mana just forces you to pace yourself a bit, but gone. Killing some boars in Warcraft. Feels like that South Park episode. They were killing boars. How long does the frost? 5 seconds. It's pretty good. It's not bad. A little bit better range on the fire. But this is more mana efficient. Maybe it's worth it just to cast this. Just to conserve. What do I... I'm out of range. Makes sense. Makes sense that it has worse range. Makes sense. It's so funny, I'm running out of mana so quick. So quick. Hilarious how much you gotta stop just to do that. Just to regain mana. So it takes 5 seconds for you to start regenerating. Doesn't take that long though. finish this quest. Let's finish this quest. I still never finished that other quest. Just because I
It's too far away.
couldn't find the third thing. The bucket of bolts. Find a bucket of bolts.
You got my attention.
350% upgrade.
Be good.
Sweet. In terms of armor. Oh yeah, 9 armor? That's monstrous. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, it shows durability. So you actually have to repair items. Ah! Okay. Wait, okay, hold on. Refugees Quandary. Oh, it's there. Okay. Thank you, Add-Ons. Hooray. I'm gonna go do that. Watch, it's gonna be something really stupid. Let me conjure something while I'm at it. Your feet on the ground. Oh, he's got a quest now, too.
How are you?
I haven't done that yet.
Be good. What's on your mind? Keep your feet on the ground.
Keep your feet on the
You got my
ground.
attention. Off with you.
Oh, shoot. Ah, dang it. I'm gonna have to run all the way back now. I like the different colors and whatnot, though. Cool. It's so funny. It's just the simplest things, right? Just a simple add-on can make such a big deal. Look, they're just not even bothering me. Simplest things really just make the game more fun, more enjoyable. You don't have to go through all these frustrations, you know? Yes. It's here.
I've the finest wares in the land.
Dun-dun-dun.
Watch your back.
Watch your back. Really like this menu. It looks cool. Keep your feet on the ground. Actually, you know what? Let me sell stuff while I'm here. I just realized.
Off with you.
Soon I won't need you anymore either, Jerky. Oh, you have to be logged off for more than 15 minutes. Okay, I thought it just disappeared. Oh, that's much better. Keep your feet on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna go here and there. Oh. let's pick up this quest while I'm at it. Just having fun playing some classic WoW. The first time. Level 5 mage. I'm probably not gonna boost this character. Someone gave me an idea for a name, so. But I'm just playing just to have fun between now and pre-patch. So on Tuesday I will be boosting my gnome mage, and I think I'm gonna call it Gamer Dad, like Saint recommended, one of my followers. It makes sense. And oh, there you are. Hey, it's a gnome.
Honored, I'm sure.
Over the crate.
Off and away.
Where does that get delivered to? Oh, all the way over there. Okay. Well, I'll get there eventually. I gotta finish what I'm doing here. I like frost. And fire too. I'll probably dabble in some arcane as well, just for fun. 'Cause why not? Since I'm gonna be streaming a lot more, yeah. Gamer Dad. Here, you take this.
What's on your mind? Safe travels.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so it's over here, because the other ones were... Yep. Oh, there's some trolls over here. I didn't notice. Oh. The cave, yes. The cave. Ah, yes, I'm gonna have to go into that cave, am I not? Yes, I am. What does he need? The stolen journal. Hold on. Oh, it's in the cave. Okay. Let's wave. Hey. Smack him. And again. Let's go do this, and then we'll call it. And now, gonna go have some lunch. Getting some copper. Oh, I have 2 silver now. Nice. Oh, yeah. Okay, in this direction. Gotta pay attention to my mana. I'll have to refill after this. You resisted me! Don't you dare. He looks the cold. Felix the Cold. Not here, huh? Maybe in this direction. You'll be dead soon. You sure about that one? Some jerk. I don't have a lot of life, so it won't take me that long to recover. Parried? How dare you? Off with his head. You'll be dead soon, Devon. Slap him. One more time. Whack. Where does the Frostman on? Oh. Hey! Is this my fire? Drink up. Okay, where are you? You're down here. I know you are. Is that you? Yes, it is. Some mana. Take him out. Oh! Look at you. Ah, shoot. Give me just a minute. Okay, I need to take you out now. Direct my blade. All right, out of here now. I'm gonna be done with this for now. I'll be back later this evening, and stay tuned for TBC Classic. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.